what's going on this evening. Thank those in ahead of time for checking in. Today, I'm working on a outside bench table, and I wanted to talk about why welding schools should partner with me. These are some table legs that we designed, different products that we're building, but we do fabrication here. We build high-end furniture. So if you go to the website to see the things we build, it's carbondesigns.com. That's carbondesigns.com, and you can see some of the cool things that we build. I got to show you this. Check it out. This is a blackened Beaumont disc, and this is what we build. This one goes about, I believe, right at about $5,995 on the website. So we build these, and then we also mess with the desk. He's trying to get it to move. We also deal with different tabletops. This is actually a conference table, and then this is a dining table. Those are different legs. So we deal with custom furniture. And the reason why I say that welding school should network with me, because of the following I had built on social media, and the fact that I literally enjoy educating, and I have a platform where people can actually learn how to weld just from watching my videos. I have hours of content available on a few different platforms: my TikTok, my YouTube, and Instagram platform, where you can literally go on there and get some information that can really help you. So I'm not just showing videos just to make it look cool and show nice, pretty welds and things like that. I want to literally give someone some information they can use. This is the Beaumont disc right here. I believe this one is actually going to be blackened too, like the one we just did. He just finished this one up though. And this is the one that I'm working on right now. So if you would follow my archive, you will literally see that I have students that come in and ask me specific questions, and some of them, a lot of my students be from colleges. Thanks for the love, fam. Thanks for the love. I appreciate that love and support. A lot of my students I have was inside of colleges and going to schools, and it's like, man, I really ain't getting nothing here. They ain't teaching me the information like I really need to get it. I'm trying to take care of my family, you know what I mean? So a lot of times when you go to certain schools, they're gonna, especially colleges, that's what I had figured out, they're going to slow the process down 100%. That they can make money, and put things in semesters. But when you go into trade schools or schools that specialize in certain things, normally you can pretty much get to the meat. But we need to be specific, I would say, when it comes to the students wanting to know exactly what they want. A lot of students just don't really know. They just caught up with, I want to make this amount of money. I want to make a lot of money. Well, what kind of welding do you want to do? You know what I mean? So I think the fact that I literally teach hands-on, I literally got examples, I literally believe in what I do, that I can bring a nice following to wherever location I'm at. It's almost like, how they say, if you build it, they shall come. If I come to a certain area and I put my flag up and say, hey, we getting our hog on over here, come over here and come network with us, I know that the people are coming and come network with us, because I've already put down the groundwork. I have already did all the grunt work. I didn't put it in already, so they know that my actions speak louder than my words do. You know what I mean? So I think that that's very important when you building a team, and trying to get something established. So that's why I really feel like schools should contact me, because I can help them with their getting students in, and also help build a course or a program to really help fine tune it if they need some help in a certain area. And because it's a lot of money that, certain schools, especially private schools, they leave on the table because they don't know. And so my goal is to bring more of a awareness of what you can do, because I've been traveling. I didn't travel from the East Coast to the West Coast now, and I'm in Arkansas, so that's a lot I can offer to whatever program I'm involved in until I get mine off the ground. Even when I get mine off the ground, I still want to network with schools. I want to come through and do guest speaking. I want to come through and encourage, show what we're building, involved in it. Like, I'm all about the trades, man. So it's not just necessarily saying once I actually get one in the future and say, oh man, I'm not messing with no, we all need family. We all need someone to say, hey, this is my family, this is a good place. I would network with them. I think that's important. Yes, family. I appreciate that. I understand the whole thing. Like, I can help on so many different aspects, from helping the students get jobs. I got a lot of connections with recruiters. I can help people who want to start business and side hustles. Like, the list goes on and on. How I can really help a school, how I can really help a facility get people in and get established. Like, my goal is just to travel and go around and help. But you have to have somewhere where you lay your head at, where you help. And then I want to move around and travel and, really encourage people to come to schools and encourage, especially the people in middle school, to dive into the trades, fam, because graduating, starting in middle school, fam, you can start getting money off the top. You know how much money you leave on the table? So my goal is to encourage people in middle school to go and get into it. That way when they graduate, they can make more money because they got more education. Instead of starting off as a greenhorn, they jumping into it as a journeyman. Think about how it can change the game for you. So that's what I really want to do, family. I really want to help people win. You know what I mean? So today I'm going to let y'all watch me as I fit some of these bars up. I pretty much got my measurements and everything lined out. I got to do a little grinding and adding some glue to it. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to let y'all watch me while we network and get this going. I hate to hear that, family, but I have had a couple people say, and a couple students that have went from the Goodwill in Springdale and the Goodwill in Little Rock. Both of them couldn't get jobs, family. Both of them, students from both of those locations, was contacting me even to this day. Actually, I got one hired right now at this shop. And he got hired on as a helper because he couldn't pass a MIG welding test flat and downhill, and he was 16 weeks in the program. But now he can. He's welding on things now. But he was like, man, so discouraged because he thought he knew more than what he knew. And a lot of times people just getting a check. And ain't nothing wrong with making money, but we got souls and lives we're changing. We just can't deceive people, Thanks for checking in, family. I appreciate the love and support. Man, I hate to hear that, fam, because I have most definitely talked to several students who was going to the Goodwill location and things didn't work out for them. Some places push things for different motives. I hate that, and that's what I'm trying to change. That's why my program, the 5 welding program, the 5 welding class, that's what my whole concept is going to be wrapped around once I get mine off the ground in the future, is to literally make sure that a person can learn everything they need to learn. And I think one of the things that people really need to learn is how to fabricate. So I really want to teach fabrication and how to fabricate. So doing this here, just y'all know I'm gluing these. Put a little glue, a little liquid nail down. Because we don't want to put any weld on the tabletop, because it's hard to get it out when you finishing it. So it's easier just to glue it to the table and then weld it to the side. That way it won't move. But I really think a lot of people need to learn fabrication, like how to read a tape measure. I mean, a lot of welding schools don't teach that, man. Look. A lot of welding schools don't, really teach the students how to read the tape measure properly. They'll go over some brief blueprints, but I literally was going over some things and sending the students with videos to study, so that way they can get the concept. Now, I love to say this. You can give a person the game for free, how to make $1 million. But you know one thing that I realized? They got to put the work in. So I can give you all the tools, but the students have to put the work in. So as long as they're willing to put the work ethic, they're going to win every time. Everybody that was in my class that put the work, they got jobs, man. They passed the test, they working. Like, so people can say what they want to say, but the truth is in the pudding. My people got jobs, and then the people that followed me, who went to the Springdale school, that graduated, that followed me and stayed in contact with me, they got jobs. Because I networked with them. I got one here working with me now. Now, another one that came, he was a Spanish gentleman. I was wanting to give him the opportunity to help as a helper, but, I don't know if he just wanted to weld and not getting that position was a little discouraging. But sometimes you got to start from somewhere. And it wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault either. Like, he put all that time in, and he came in here thinking he knew, and he didn't. So a lot of times, if you don't give a person the proper information when you're educating them as an instructor, they're not going to get that far. I remember the instructor I had. He wasn't the type to go in the booth like I do, but every now and then he will. But he did talk to us a lot, and he taught me how to pipe weld. And he told me that I always watch the individuals that's hungry. And if you're hungry, I'm going to give you the conversation. I'm going to give you the knowledge, and you got to apply it, and I'll show you what's right and what's wrong. So he wasn't hands-on like I was, but he had his way, and I still learned a lot. And I respect that man to this day. So salute to Mr. Scorch. I think his name was Mr. Scorch. I don't know exactly how you say it, but he was from a small town in Arkansas, and I went to welding school in Grady. And March the 3rd of this year, I have 21 years experience on paper, man. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited about it. My birthday is in March. I turned 45. And also in March, I got 21 years of experience. So I'm new and approved. You know what I mean? So I feel good that my mama introduced me to this trade, man, while I was in prison. So I want to motivate people and let them know that there's nothing that you can't do when it comes to welding. All you have to do, family, is make your mind up. Make your mind up. My mom didn't teach me. She just planted the seed in me, man. She just planted the seed and told me about the money they make and what they can do and how they travel. Ironically, she was looking at a Tulsa Welding School commercial when she came down there to the prison and told me. And this was in '97. I'll never forget it like it was yesterday. Now look at it, 2025. I'm still doing it, you know? And not only have I done it to the point where I'm just working a job, I have a business in it. I'm doing the contract work now, and I have things online, and I'm still developing programs, and like I got a few good solid things down. I own my home. I'm renting a home up here while I'm working, and I own my home when I go home. You know, like own it. All I pay is taxes. You know, so it's a blessing, fam. And all of this is for welding. And that's why I say I'm the rich welder, because it's not about how much capital I got. I have one guy. You always have a negative person. You always have someone who think they know you and don't know you, and say, "Man, you're not rich. I've been following you." I'm like, how does this man know my life? I bet he's paying rent, and I got a house. I own my cars, trucks. I own them. I got the titles. You get what I'm saying? This from welding. So a lot of people can't say that, man. So I'm humbled and blessed that I can do that from this trade. You know what I mean? So it ain't about, boasting and bragging, but I want to let people know what you can do with welding, like from traveling, from fabrication, from pipe welding, from installing, from iron working. Here in Fayetteville, Arkansas, they have a Welding Art Center. I welded up the 2 big beams with me and another person welded them up. We was the only ones that got approved. The Welding Art Center gonna be up forever, fam. And I literally was the one that put them beams together. I got photos and stuff every time I pass through there and the kids going there. I remember what I did. Right beside the home office in Bentonville. I did it like a 7-8 story building before I left the state. It was the first one there. So I will always be remembered for what I did, fam. The great things that I did, from Phoenix, Arizona, from being in North Carolina, from being in South Carolina, from being in Denver, from being in where else were we at? Illinois, being in Kentucky. Shout out to Kentucky. You know what I mean? I was there several times. You know what I mean? So, like, I got a chance to travel and see some things all off of welding. So it's important. And I really, really want to stress fabrication, because it can get you some immediate money, and then you can later turn it into a business and a side hustle. Even a side hustle, family, where you can make a couple extra $100 a week on top of what you're working for. That can change the game, especially once you learn how to invest. I'm an entrepreneur. I can give you game on that. Like, I'm not going to hide anything, but we have to start somewhere, and we can't reinvent the wheel. So we have to get the education first, and then there's so many elements we can add to it. The wheel has been rolling, but it's bling on the wheel now. The rim goes up to 30 something. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, anything can happen, fam. Thanks for checking in. I wanted to make sure I highlight a few people asking me about the welding hood, fam. You don't have to break the bank to get certain things. I like this Miller. I have the Lincoln as well too. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Out of both of them, fam, I like my Miller being older, and from the one that I got, cause I got the Lincoln Viking 3350, and then this bad boy right here. Now I actually got the TIG machine, the plasma, and the MIG machine in the prime weld, and got the warranty on these. These are damn good machines, fam. If you're not trying to break the bank and you want to make a bank, you can do it with this machine right here. So check it out. I'm gonna make sure I put the link inside the video where she will pop up. I am affiliate marketer, so I appreciate anyone that purchased anything from the videos. Just so you know, I only put things affiliate marketing products that I actually use myself and that pertains to the craft. You know what I mean? It pertains to what I'm doing. Like, I don't just try to sell random things. I do, but not on this platform. You know what I mean? We all got to eat, but on here I only promote the things that I actually use myself. So if you see a affiliate market link in one of my videos, best believe that product is good because I used it. I'm using it and I recommend it. So that's what I do. I like to use things and like to represent brands that I actually use. So I'm not going to tell you to go to a school or buy something that I feel is shady. If anyone know anything about me up to this point, they know I'm gonna keep it real with you and I'm gonna tell you the truth, fam. I might be a little too truthful, a little too raw sometimes. Thanks for checking in, family. If y'all don't mind, hit that like button and share that channel for me. About to do some welding now. Tack in our pieces. So I got my pieces tacked in. Hey, thanks for checking in. So I'm tacking my pieces in. Got everything tacked in. Normally I let the glue sit a little bit and then I got to come back and lay this out. So I'm gonna lay out my measurements around here so I can weld these around because I do stitches. So I like to lay everything out. So once I start welding, I can kill two birds with one stone. Once I finish welding this and hitting this on the side, I can stop and hit these and hit these. You see what I'm saying? So this is a Bryson outside dining table, like a bench table like. So this is what this is. I'm actually building this is the table, and I believe our other fabricator, Miss Susan, she's building the bench seats to this. So that's what I'm working on, fam. Wanted to give y'all a live update. So check out the website too. I want y'all to check out the website. Check out some of the cool things we build. It's carbondesigns.com, carbondesigns.com. If you know someone that purchased something, make sure they use the code HOGON inside of the message bar when they get ready to purchase anything. Also, if you're a first time buyer, you get 10% off too on any other product. So it's a win-win, fam. Yes, get started. I don't know you in, but start doing some research now. Figuring out what you want to go. Do you want to be a fabricator? Do you want to be a pipe welder? Do you want to be a structural welder? You know, start doing some homework now and try to figure out what direction you want to go. That's important. Oh man, this table right here is awesome. And actually, I'm doing contract work, so I'm a contractor, and I'm helping building this furniture. And I had a small table when I first started the contract, and they got me a bigger one. So all the main fabricators, you see, he got one, I got one. So all the main fabricators got one, and then this is one, but it don't have like the holes in it. But she's getting one, and then there's gonna be one down there, but it's a small table down there to do a different process. They're doing legs down there, legs only. Salute, salute. What city and state you in? Where you finished welding school at? You working already? Or I do have some recruiters that go throughout the country. So if you need some recruiters, if you need some traveling information, remember this information. yourweldingcoach@gmail. You email me, I can send you over a recruiters list. They got plenty different jobs. All you have to do is call them and tell them about where you're from, what you're trying to do, what you're certified in, or whatever, and they'll give you, you know, the criteria of the company. Oh, okay, okay. Hey, hey, if you ever get over here on the visa, fam, come over here, come check us out, man. I don't know no 5 jobs paying 30 plus. No, I don't. They're gonna be in the 20s. They'll be in the 20s for sure. But I don't know 30s plus. Nah, I don't know. Unless you coming up and you got your own equipment, they ain't even got equipment. But majority of the shops got their own equipment, and just have you bring your tools, a toolbox, and you know your other tools that you need, your fabrication tools. You can contract like that as well. But no, I don't know none that's paying that much, and not here anyway. I'm in Arkansas. I'm in Springdale, Arkansas, by the way. Springdale, Arkansas. From what's that? I'm in the northwest Arkansas area, so I'm around Fayetteville, Springdale, Rogers, Bentonville area. All of that is pretty much right beside one another, like bam, 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 one after another. I appreciate that, family. That was a good statement. To watching it that long, man, that makes me feel good. I appreciate that. I really do. Okay, you in Houston, I do have a couple recruiters out there in that area. So email me, yourweldingcoach@gmail, so I can get that over. I'm trying to build up my email list. So for those who want to send me some emails, let me know what city, state you're from, what you're trying to do, all the above. And let me help you out when it comes to finding some jobs. Now, it's a couple recruiters that I have, so all you have to do is call them around and see which one works for you. But most definitely, there are a lot of opportunities in the area that can really open up a door for you, family. All right, fam, we finna do a little layout real quick. I appreciate everybody for checking in. Please keep hitting that like button and sharing the channel. That way, YouTube will know we are giving some real good information, fam. For real, we're giving some real good information. we got square. 6, 16, 24, 35. It's the layout on that one. Alright, I got that one. Now, I'm going to start knocking some of the sides down. Now, I like to do the corners first. I like to knock out these, make sure everything is square first, weld those, and then I fall back and start doing the inside. Making all the noise over there. Nothing with you making all the noise. I wanted to say something real quick. When it comes to MIG welding, you can push and pull. You can do both, but it's more recommended to push it, especially if you're building parts and you're trying to keep your welds flat, uniform. It's easier to push it, but it all depends on what you're doing. You don't have to push it all the time. You can drag it. It all depends on what the purpose of that weld is. A lot of times when you're fabricating, you putting welds on, like all these inside welds, they're going to stay there. But once I get the welding on these corners and these edges, we grind them off smooth. So you have to determine what process or how to do the process before you start. So MIG welding is very economical. A lot of people call it wire monkey. You ain't a real welder. That's a lot of money in this, fam. You know, we're doing majority MIG and some TIG and building these high-end tables and desks and planters and fire pits, and it's making money. So don't knock what they call a easier process, but you need to learn the fabrication of it, because there's many skills involved in this. It's an easy process, but you got to have a lot of skills to put it together to make everything work out properly. So don't knock any process of welding, but I most definitely say learn it all from it. What time is it? About that time, man. What time is it? Okay. About time to go then. About time to go. Ma'am, I appreciate everybody for checking in. Let me look at some of these messages before I leave. Don't listen to them, family. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to what they say. Salute, salute. Don't listen to them. A lot of times people will try to discourage you from things that they can't do, or things they thought they could do that they couldn't accomplish. So I have noticed that it's always wise not to share your dreams or your vision with certain people. You know, find a group of people that encourage you, that's going that direction, not someone that will put doubt in your mind. There's many opportunities. I know, you know, getting started doing something, fam, I'm telling you, it's going to be like Chinese. But once you wrap your mind around it, the more you practice, the more you involved in it, the easier the process gets, fam. The easier it gets. I promise you, you won't have no problem with knocking it out. Like, the easier it gets. Well, fam, I'm finna get ready to let y'all go. I appreciate everybody for tuning in with me, going live with me. I also want to say salute everybody this Black History Month. For those who want to check out some of my gear, I got it on Amazon Prime, fam. Even this Black History sweater for the Hog On. So if you want one, just put in Hog On Welding. You'll see everything on Amazon Prime. You get it 3 or 4 days. You need t-shirts, hoodies, whatever. And to me, that's a part of what welding can do. Welding did this, and adding some more information on entrepreneurship and how to set up things. But I learned all of this from welding, family. So anything, there's absolutely nothing you can do. It's all on you. If you limit yourself, fam, you're gonna be the person that put chains on your arms. So be blessed, continues to prosper. I'm out. Hold on.